In this video, we're going to go through how to submit a club event to the CMSA website. First, go to the CMSA website, cowboymanagedshooting.com. Next, click the Login button in the upper right-hand corner. Then enter your CMSA username and password. Then click Login. This will bring you to your member area. Click the blue Events link at the top. Then click Submit New Club Event. Next, select the name of your club. If you are an administrator for more than one club, you will have both of those clubs, or however many clubs you're an administrator for, on that drop down. Select the appropriate club you're submitting an event for and click it. Then under event type, this is where you'll choose for double, single, point shoot, or state or regional. If you're submitting a shootout or a classic, please submit it as a double point shoot, and then after you submit it, let our office know and we will change it to a shootout or classic. Next, choose the event name. Next will be the registration start and end. Keep in mind that all of these dates are Mountain Standard Time. And so, for example, if we choose to have the event entries start on December the 1st, this will actually be 12:01 a.m. on December 1st. For registration end dates, this will also be Mountain Time, and you will not be able to download your club event until registrations have closed. We recommend closing registrations on the Wednesday prior to the event. That way you can download on Thursday, and it will give you Thursday and Friday to fix any problems. The next thing is registration edit end. This will allow people to edit their entry, but not add any stalls or RVs until whatever date you pick. Be aware you need to have this date set before you plan on downloading. Otherwise, shooters will edit their entries, and if you've already downloaded, you won't have those changes. Next would be event start. So again, in our example, we're having our event be Saturday the 15th. The event is also going to end on Saturday the 15th since it's a one-day event. Now keep in mind, if you are doing 2 double point shoots on the weekend, you'll submit one event for the Saturday, and since this is Saturday's event, we're going to call this test event number 1. Then you will choose Sunday's event, and you'll do this process again for Sunday's event and choose the 16th for your event date. Next will be registration limit. If you are not limiting your shoot, leave this blank. If you are, put in the number of limit of the entries. For example, if we use 50, it would cap our shoot to 50 entries. This includes shooters as well as wranglers. This also activates the hold my spot feature. Event duration is how many days your event will be. Event stages, we're going to do a 4-stage event, but you can choose however many stages you'd like. Pre-registration means, is pre-registration required? That means, are you required to pre-register? If you're not, leave it at no, and that means that you will allow registrations on site. Allow full registration, this should be yes. This just means, are we going to allow the system to accept online entries? For the description box, you type in the description of the event. You can tell people what events you're going to be running, and you can type out your description here. For the event PDF content, this will create a link that can be clicked on to download a PDF. It will only be text. So for example, if you have an entry form or a release form you want shooters to download and fill out, you could type that text in this box and they could click it and download the text file. Next, you'll enter all of the arena information in the blanks provided. Afterwards, here, if the arena requires additional insurance, you can check this box and you'll need to contact our insurance company directly to request the additional insurance. Now, if you do not have the contact information for our insurance company, please contact our office. Next will be the blank providers. Click on the provider you like, and if you want to select more than one, hold down Control and click multiple ones to select more than one. Next will be the office and grounds fee. This will be a fee that will go directly to the club and is not entered or factored into the payout. Next will be the main match start time. Since our event is on Saturday the 15th, we'll have start on the 15th. And let's say the start time of the event will be 10 a.m. Next, we'll choose the end date, which would be Saturday the 15th. Next are the payback types. Straight circuit is class payback. This will pay back a straight percentage you choose and pay one spot for every 5 routers in the class. For example, if I have 50% straight circuit payback with a $100 entry fee, the payback will be $50 for each entry. Keep in mind that if you have overall payback percentage picked here, that it will take that percentage off the payback before it pays out the percentage you chose in straight circuit. If you don't want any of the entry fee going to overall and reserve, set this percentage to 0. Next will be the double down. It automatically makes the class payback 50%, and you can enter added money or class added money in those blanks provided. The final stage needs to be checked. This will allow the double down to function properly as a final stage. Next is divisional payout, which will pay back by division rather than by class. But for our example, we'll stay with straight circuit payback. If you have any added money that you wish to go to the overalls or the senior overall, you can enter those amounts here. Next, you must check this box that says event entry, and then enter the fee for your main match. Again, let's say our entry fee is $100. Wrangler entries, you must also check this box and enter what the cost is for Wranglers. Keep in mind, if you do not enter a fee and you do not check this box, the system will not allow anyone to register for this event. Next will be the 3D jackpots. If you wish to offer 3D jackpots, you would check the box for whichever stage you wanted to offer them on, then type in the fee for each stage, and the second spread for the 3D jackpot. If you have any added money, you would enter in that blank. Let's say we're going to offer 3D jackpots on stage 1 and 3. If you wanted to offer them on more stages, you would check the appropriate boxes and fill out the information. Next would be the class jackpot. Then you could enter the fee and the percentage, and if you had any added money. The senior incentive is a little different. You'll want to enter the fee for the senior incentive and then type what the stage will be. Now this is what the qualifying stages will be. So for example, if you have the first 2 stages of the main match be your qualifying stages, you would type in the number 2. Then the payback percentage. And if you have any added money, you can enter that here. For the super senior jackpot, you'll type in the fee and the payback percentage. And the same with the clean shooter jackpot. If you wish to have it, check the box, type in the fee, percentage, and any added money. For the eliminator, you have options to be able to make it a graduated entry fee. For example, you could have a higher entry fee for each level. If you do not wish to do that, you want to have the same entry fee for everyone, simply make the fee the same for all the levels. Next, choose again the start dates. It'll be Saturday. And let's say the start time, we estimate that it will be at 1 p.m. Put your end date in and the payback percentage. And if you have any added money, you can place it in that blank. The eliminator runs concurrent with stage. That means that, say for example, the first stage of the main match will be the first round of the eliminator. You would select 1. You can choose whichever stage of the main match you wish to have to be the first stage of the eliminator using this blank here. If you don't want to use any main match stages for the first stage of the eliminator and want it to be its own separate run, you would leave it blank. Next would be cavalry. You'll check the box, enter the fee, and again enter your start date and the estimated time that you'll start. Say we estimate this will start at 2 o'clock. The payback percentage. And if you have any added money. This is going to be added money for the final stage only. So it would be the third stage that this added money would come into place. And the final places to pay would play this added money however many places you chose. Keep in mind, if you like this to be for points, you must check this box that says Cavalry Competition for points. If you do not check the box, then it will not count for points. Next will be rifle and shotgun. Again, you'll check the box for rifle, enter the fee, fill out the information, and if you would like the payout gender split, check this box. And if you want it to be for points, check the box as well. You'll do the same thing for shotgun. If you like the payout to be gender split, you must check the box. And if you want it to count for points, you must also check this box. Next will be the custom 1 and 2 fields. This will allow you to have custom options to add on shooters' receipts. So for example, if you're having a banquet, you can add it as a custom field so shooters can sign up for it and add it to their receipt. Enter your description. You'll enter the time of the banquet. Say we're going to have it at nighttime. And then the fee for each of the tickets. This will not be tracked under any of the payouts. So if you're using a custom field for a custom ancillary event, it would only be for shooters to add it to their entries for tracking, but not for payout purposes. Now for stalls and RVs, to allow someone to be able to register for stalls and RVs, first enter the name. So let's say, for example, we're selling outdoor stalls per night. And we're selling them for $20 a night. We'll put in the quantity of stalls we have total available to sell. Let's say the arena has 100 stalls to sell. The nights would be how many nights someone can purchase. So let's say that they can come in for 2 nights. We'll have them move in on Friday, and let's say they can stay until Sunday and move out then. Or let's say you're only going to sell your stalls for the weekend and not have the option for nightly stalls. Put in the name and price, the quantity, and on this one, for nights, you'll only enter 1. If you entered more than 1, it would give the shooter multiple weekends. The night column is only whenever you're selling stalls per night. Again, you'll put in the move in and move out dates. We don't recommend selling stalls for both the weekend and per night at the same event. The reason being is, in our example, the system thinks you actually have 200 total stalls available to sell. So if you do want to sell both kinds of stalls, you'll need to adjust the quantity available of each stall type to reflect your actual total number of stalls. That way you don't oversell them or only sell one or the other. Under the alternate stall details, you can put in, say for example, if you want people to call someone specific whenever they get there, or if they want to request a certain spot, they can do so. You can put in this detail here. Next, you'll do RVs the same way. Fill out how you're selling them, what the fee is, how many you have available to sell, how many nights they can purchase, and the move in and move out dates. And again, under additional RV details, you can type that in here. Last would be the receipt email. Every time someone registers, it will send a copy of the receipt to whomever's email address you have listed in this blank. If you would like more than one person to get the emails, separate their email addresses with a semicolon. Then click the green Create button and it will submit it to our website for approval. If this was your Saturday event and you were also having an event Sunday, you would then submit Sunday's event separately.